Hello traders, and as usual on this weekend I have gone through my charts, plotted the week ahead, and I just want to share that with you and just show you what I'm seeing here in the market. So last week we had non-farm payroll, some very strong figures coming out of the US last week. The week ahead on the data front is very quiet. Fed budget on Wednesday, UK inflation on Thursday, US retail sales Thursday. Otherwise, very quiet. G20 meeting Monday, Tuesday, and Eurogroup meeting on Wednesday. So what I'm seeing in the charts, I'm seeing a bullish move on the week as a whole, but a general pretty weak close into Friday. So what I think, and you can see I've got this wedge plotted on the Dow. So what I'm seeing is I think we will drift lower in the first part of the week. Want to come and retest at the very least that breakout area of the, in other words, Friday's low, breakout area of the non-farm payroll level. But I think we might see a good full retest of this area here, 17,500. Obviously, if we close above this area here, make another higher close on Monday, then we could just quickly retest these highs, bounce around, and then break through. But just wary of the Fed budget day on Wednesday and the lack of data. What's hanging over the markets is the Greece issue and what's going to happen with the euro. Mr. Greenspan came out today and said that he thought that Greece would have to exit the euro. Let's look at the euro with that in mind. Pretty flat for the week. You can see this is the weekly chart on the left. So we look at the bigger picture. So since this decline from last May, we came into this, hit this trend line, dropped a little bit of a pullback, and then we start getting severe moves. Sorry, my pen's messing me around. So we've had a higher week two weeks back, and flat week last week, but pushed back into this resistance area, which typically in recent times we've just seen any pullbacks into the euro just being sold into. So I think the primary indicator is going to be Monday's close. Whatever we do on Monday could be indicative of the week ahead. So if we get a flat close on Monday, then I would just continue just to sit on my hands and not do anything. And this is just one big box. Got all that resistance at the top of the box. So it could be that we are just going to drift back into the box and then come out and show its hand and pull back, pull right down. So we could easily see a retest of 110 this week, depending on if we come out of that box. But obviously you want to short. If you are going to short, you want to short high. If you short a break, then you end up, even intraday, you end up with the need for a big stop. So ideally we need some kind of push back into at least 114, 80-90 point push into that, back in that box before that might come out. Alright, let's just go through, this is the pound US dollar. So all we've done is this move up last week has taken us back into that trend line drawn from the highs of July last year, and any retest where we failed, like the euro, dollar's been very strong. So we drop, we push back in towards the 50 EMA, they sell it, push back into the 50 EMA, they sell it, plunge it, so we drift, so we get stuck in a box. We do a nice little W pattern and come out of the box. At the moment we're just sitting on top of the box. So we're in this little apex. We're up against the 50 EMA, we're up against the trend line, but we're sitting on top of a box. I think we could drift back to 151, so the 150 point drop, and then if we are going to make for 154, 155, and retest these areas here, and we're going to have to come back out of this box again quickly, close above 152.50, and then we stand a chance of moving up. But it's hard to call on a move like that. Let's just look at the weekly. You can see we have had two higher closes. Now, yen pairs. Let's quickly look at pound yen and US dollar yen, and I'll finish up. But this is a beautiful move up. Talked about this last week. Posted a lot of charts in the room that I was looking at. We just dipped underneath that weekly support, which quite often means this can be ready to go. So did a little stop run, immediately closed above the 50 EMA, picked up, and we had a beautiful run into 181.50 area, into this resistance area. So I would like to see, ideally, I'd like to see quite a decent retrace. I don't think we're getting. I think we're likely just to see 180, maybe a little below, maybe a little above, somewhere around this area here. Obviously here. At which point I would expect that to resume the uptrend and go and test 185 and potentially really get going. This is the weekly chart. This is very bullish. All we've done is we've sold off in the early part of the year, come down to meet the 50 EMA on the weekly chart, and that's a significant move to the upside. We now need to hopefully get a pullback and then see that push up. And the US dollar yen is very, very similar. So indices have had a bullet, a really good start, pretty good start to the year. Back in January, saw that pick up very nicely in indices, and now we just need to get a pullback. What's interesting here is the 60-minute chart was really dead all week until we got that non-farm payroll, and it just exploded on non-farm payroll. There's the chart I posted in the room. Lots and lots of touches of 117.20 area. We're in this apex, very weak, very low volume, and then all the volume came in on non-farm payroll. If you go right down to a 5-minute chart, let's pull up my pound yen 5-minute chart. Yeah, there's the box on the 5-minute chart. Non-farm payroll comes out, drops back to the box at 180.40, and then runs at 120 points. All right, and a lot of announcements coming out finally this week. My new website is nearly complete, and very, very keen to get the trading room in full swing. So stay tuned. All the announcements will be made tomorrow, and so I look forward to seeing you in my trading room. I do hope this helps. Be very careful on your trading and manage your risk with great care, because that's the way to protect your account and make your profits. If you are going to go long on a bullish chart, try and get a nice dip. Alright, I hope that helps. Happy trading. Bye for now. Good luck.